On the River by Paul Laurence Dunbar, 1872 to 1906. The sun is low, the waters flow, my boat is dancing to and fro. The eve is still, yet from the hill the killdeer echoes loud and shrill. The paddles plash, the wavelets dash, we see the summer lightning flash, while now and then in marsh and fen, too muddy for the feet of men, where neither bird nor beast has stirred, the spotted bullfrog's croak is heard, the wind is high, the grasses sigh, the sluggish stream goes sobbing by, and far away the dying day has cast its last effulgent ray, while on the land the shadows stand, proclaiming that the eve's at hand. Okay, this is a poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Laurence Dunbar was an African American. He's the first generation of African Americans not to be slaves. His parents were slaves before the American Civil War. He was born in Ohio. He was a great poet, a novelist, and a short story writer, and he started writing from a very early age. So, what's this poem about? Well, this poem is about a trip on the river, about going down the river. And one of the nicest things about this poem is the way that the words flow. The sun is low, the waters flow, my boat is dancing to and fro, the eve is still. The way that the poem flows is like the water flowing down the river. The words echo the idea of this flow of the river going down the river and down. It's something that doesn't stop, it's always going. And I think it's a very clever use of the rhyme. This poem is about the beauty of nature, the beauty of relaxing on the river, being in nature. And I get a feeling that William Wordsworth would love this this poem, because it's just describing the natural world around him as he goes down the river. And it's getting dark. It's night is coming. And there's a little bit of lightning, but I'm not sure if I don't think it actually starts to rain. I imagine also it's been a hot day. The sun is low, the waters flow, my boat is dancing to and fro. So the sun is going down, and the water is flowing. And the poem is flowing as well. And my boat is dancing to and fro, from place to place, from side to side. The eve is still, the evening is still, it's the eve of night, night is coming. Yet from the hill the killdeer echoes loud and shrill. The killdeer is a large plover, it's a type of bird. And clearly this killdeer is making its noise. It's probably screeching or something like that. And he can hear the noise of one of these birds in the hills. The paddles plash, splash, splash. So they are paddling, they are paddling down the river. They're paddling with paddles, splash, splash, splash. And this is here we've got imagery of the noise. The wavelets dash. So each time the paddle goes in the water, little waves come out. So little waves are moving here and there. And here he's depicting the movement, or images of movement. While we see the summer lightning flash. So there's a flash of summer lightning, of lightning in summer from the heat, but it's not raining. While now and then in marsh and fen, So, and while from time to time, in the marshes, in the fen is similar to a marsh, in the area either side of the river, too muddy for the feet of men. This is where the mud is so deep that you can't walk. And this is actually quite interesting, that the this line, it continues well into the next verse. While now and then in marsh and fen, too muddy for the feet of men, where neither bird nor beast has stirred, the spotted bullfrog's croak is heard. So this is actually how where this sentence ends. It is an interesting type of enjambment, because you need to read all the way down to here to finish the sentence. So the marshes are too muddy for men, but there are no birds, there are no animals moving, nothing is moving. But you can hear the spotted bullfrog. This is clearly a big frog, and it's croaking. Quack, 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 quack. So here we've got an image of the sounds of this scene. So he's setting this scene in lots and lots of different ways. The wind is high, the grasses sigh, the sluggish stream goes sobbing by. So the stream is going on. I think it interesting that he uses these words sluggish and sobbing. So there's maybe just a hint of melancholy, because to sob is to cry. And notice all these S's. The grasses sigh, the sluggish stream sobbing. Okay, so he's creating other effects here as well. But again, this is still the water is flowing. The way the rhythm is flowing, it just flows on and on. And we can hear the wind. There's quite a big wind, and the grass is moving. It's sighing, and the stream is moving on. It goes sobbing by. And far away the dying day has cast its last effulgent ray. So far away in the distance you can see the sun. The sun has gone down, and now I feel that the sun is actually below the horizon. It's still not dark, but it's now getting darker. And the sun has cast its last effulgent, its last happy, its last full of life and full of energy, its last ray. So the day has died, the day has gone, and this is the end of the day. While on the land the shadows stand, proclaiming that the eve's at hand. So in the sky the sun has disappeared, and there are shadows on the land, and these shadows, these are telling us that evening is coming, evening is at hand, evening will be here, and it's the end of the day. So I think a very nice poem, very pretty poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar, On the River.